What's up guys, welcome back to Guts and Blacpowder. Today we'll be covering the brand new London update. With this update they dropped 2 new objective mode maps, 2 new weapons, some cosmetics and a lot of other stuff. So let's get straight into it. For starters, we have the 2 new objective mode maps, which are both set in Great Britain. These are the maps of London and Westminster. Westminster is the continuation of the London map. Story-wise, basically, London is completely lost, so we have to burn it by starting a fire. And then Westminster, the continuation, is basically our escape from the city. These are some pretty fun maps with new mechanics. For example, London has this sharpshooter that you have to get around, and he hits pretty hard. So yeah, you do want to take cover, and you can shoot at him to kind of like suppress him. It doesn't work all that well, but still, it's a pretty fun mechanic. And Westminster has some other stuff, but it's still mostly normal. Now these maps are pretty hard to beat, especially Westminster, due to the last part where you're in a wagon and you need to like find a wheel, and it basically doesn't give you time to set up defenses, and it throws a lot of cannibals straight at you. So yeah, pretty hard but pretty fun map. Now, as you see on the bottom right, you have new icons for all the weapons and other gear that you carry. It's pretty nice quality of life update. It makes the game look a lot better. And you will also notice that there are a lot of new voice lines. And these are pretty nice. I'm not sure who they hire to voice act in this game, but my god do they kill it. This is some of the best voice acting I have ever heard in any game. Makes it all that more cinematic. So, we got 2 new weapons in the shop. For the regular infantryman, he gets a new melee, the sword bayonet. Now this is interesting because it has 2 modes. It has a mode where you use it by itself, and a mode where you attach it to a rifle. It's the rifle actually. You can only attach it to this thing. Now, in its sword mode, the sword bayonet is literally just a worse saber, so there's no much point in using it like that. But you can attach it to a rifle and it basically becomes kind of like a musket. It does, I think, the same damage as a musket bayonet, and you do get the superior reloading rate of the rifle. So it's a really niche but a pretty good use, I guess. It does seem to be a little bit expensive for what it is, though. But the interesting weapon is for the Navy. They get the hand mortar, which is a real weapon that existed, and it's basically just an M79 grenade launcher, but 18th century. It launches grenades. It basically is an infinite grenade weapon. It does have a really slow projectile and a slow fire rate, and you have to shoot once you load it pretty soon, otherwise the gun will explode in your hand. So there is that. One day I will do a video specifically for this. I just need to save up a little bit more. Now, we also have a brand new Halloween event, which is related to the Roblox Wide event. It's different from the Halloween event that I had covered previously. This one, you basically, it's like a new game. The map is Dracula's castle. You basically go in, he betrays you, and you have to kill him. It's a pretty hard boss to beat because he's completely immune to firearms. You can make musket balls out of silver, which is in the kitchen of the map, but it's a limited amount, and he has a lot of health. He also likes to teleport around, so there's that. And in the latter stages, he will start spawning other enemies that basically behave like zombies. For example, these armored variants, Though they have armor, they behave mostly like zombie sappers, and they do a lot of damage. They're also pretty tanky too, so yeah. But if you do manage to beat this boss, he will give you these rewards. So yeah, pretty neat event. There's also some cosmetic stuff added that's not that important, and some balance changes. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this update. It's a pretty good update. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.